Shane Burgos, Hurricane Shane versus Cub Swanson. Okay? Good shit from both guys. It was a technical fight. I thought Shane Burgos was going to do this. I predicted that Burgos would get the decision win and just pick apart Cub from the outside. Split decision? Split decision? What are you fucking looking at? He outstruck Cub every fucking round and landed the cleaner shots. His jab was a thing of perfection, guys. His jab was a thing of perfection. And let me tell you this. Taking Cub to a decision is harder. Decisions are harder wins than finishes, in my opinion. Anyone can get a finish if the stars align correctly. You know what I'm saying? Like, Shane Burgos landed a head kick that fight, clean on Cub. He landed a straight right, clean on Cub. Cub didn't get rocked whatsoever. Renato Moicano lands a lazy jab and it knocks Cub down. There is a myth and just a weird, a randomness to being knocked down or knocked out that I don't really care about it. Taking a guy to a decision and dominating him means way more to me nowadays. And Shane Burgos put on a fucking display, boys, as I predicted he would. He's a savage. He's an absolute savage, and I rate him after this. I really do. The top of the division's rough, but I think there's some good fights for him. Him versus Renato Moicano, I'd watch that shit. I would watch that shit all day. And he came in there, he looked clean, he looked lazy. Not lazy. He looked relaxed. Like his hands were down low, he was shrugging his shoulders, throwing a jab out there, sticking it right in Cub's face. His reach is a lot longer than I thought it was, and I don't know if that's because his reach is actually long, or just the way he fights. He was catching Cub on the end of that jab so often. Leg kicks were landing, the straight right was landing, the uppercut was landing for him. Cub threw back. And I respect Cub for that, because Cub's been a guy to sometimes just go for broke. And he tried this fight. You know what I'm saying? He really did. In the third round, he was out there to get a finish. Like, he knew he was down 2 rounds. The judges didn't, because they're fucking blind. And they don't know what the fuck they're looking at. They're fucking covered in poutine over in the fucking judges section. Blinded by fucking gravy and chips. Or fries, if you're saying the word wrong and you're from America. But Shane Burgos was dominating the fight. I think he won all 3 rounds. They gave it a split. One judge gave all 3 rounds to Cub. Shane Burgos could have got nothing from that fight. If one more judge made a retarded... can't say that word, I'm trying to get adverts. If one more judge made an idiotic and moronic call, Shane Burgos could have been leaving there with half his money, and no fame, and no glory, and back down to the unranked section of featherweight. And that would be it. You wouldn't hear from him as much as you are now. Shane Burgos is a threat. Okay? Cub Swanson's been beat a couple times. Okay? He's been beat a few times in a row. I think he last beat the GOAT Artem Lobov himself, so, you know... At that point, Cub Swanson was the best 45er of all time. You beat Artem Lobov, you're the best 45er of all time. Then he loses in a row. Renato Moicano, Brian Ortega, Frankie Edgar, not in that particular order. But he loses them in a row. He needs this fight to come back. Shane Burgos just whoops him. A young, hungry up-and-comer, 12-1. The 1 is an early stoppage against Calvin Kattar, who is also fighting a top middleweight up next. I think it's next week, actually. It's going to be a great fucking fight. Great performance from Shane Burgos. Great performance. Sticking that jab. Ooh. I mean, I was here with my live chat. Shout out to the live chat. We got 1K subs yesterday. I was here with my live chat going, fuck me. I was orgasming everywhere. That was a great fight. Great fucking fight. I enjoyed it thoroughly. Shane Burgos showed he belongs. He'd be ranked number 11 or 12. And I think what's next for him is either Renato Moicano or Jeremy Stephens. One of the two. Either one I'll take. That's a great fight. Jeremy Stephens is a bit more dangerous for him, but Renato Moicano, I like his chances, boys. Especially with how much weight Renato cuts. I like his chances. I think it's a great fucking fight. Good shit, Shane Burgos. Good fucking shit, boys. Split decision. Judges need to be at gunpoint. Judges need to be at gunpoint. And they need to be told to explain their decision. And if it doesn't match up... no longer a judge. What happens to Cub Swanson now? I don't know. Bellator? He's not going to cut it in the UFC anymore. Like, it takes a young, hungry up-and-comer that's unranked to beat a ranked guy to show that, hey, you don't really belong here anymore. Because, you know, he loses to Frankie Edgar. You're like, okay, Frankie Edgar's still top 5. You know, top 3 even. So, you know, we can let that one slide. You know what I'm saying? He loses to Renato Moicano. Oh, well, Moicano's gone on. He's like top 5 area. So, you know, he loses to Brian Ortega. Well, Brian went on to fight for the title. So, you know, he also went on to beat Frankie. He's a savage. But you lose to Shane Burgos. It's time, bro. It might be time. You have nothing left to prove, Cub. Save your brain. You have nothing left to prove. You looked small in there. I don't want you to cut to bantamweight. Go elsewhere. Please go elsewhere. Go to Bellator. You'll be champion by the end of the month. Please. No more. Go to Bellator. Earn twice as much. Be champion within a fucking month. I beg of you. They have a featherweight Grand Prix in Bellator right now. Sign yourself up as a fucking replacement. Please leave the UFC. I don't want to see it anymore. Guys should start realising a lot sooner that they could be doing better elsewhere, and they're not going to hold the UFC belt anytime soon. Because let's face it, in an ideal scenario, Cub's going to be ranked number 15, number 14. It'll take him a good 4 wins over the right opponents even. And he can't fight a few opponents because he's already lost to him twice, like Frankie Edgar. You know what I'm saying? It will take a few good wins over the right opponents, at least 4, to get him back in title contention. If he fights twice a year, that's 2 years on, and he's not getting younger. Go to Bellator, earn twice as much, and just live happier. And win fights, because Bellator competition outside of the top 3 of every division is complete garbage. See you later, guys. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.